Hey everyone, welcome to day, whatever it is, of virtual learning. And one of the things I really miss is seeing our teachers in the hallway and seeing what's happening in a classroom. So I thought I would call on one of my good colleagues, Miss Bredding. Hey, Miss Bredding.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Oh, wait, I'm only a Spanish teacher for my kindergartner for his DLI. I gotta switch back to English. Hi, how are you?
I love it. So by the time you come back to LHS, do you think you'll be bilingual?
Probably not, because the kindergarten level of Spanish is pretty low. I have more than him still from my years of college Spanish. So, I'm just trying to bring it back a little bit.
Well, good, good. That way we can just focus on chemistry, right? And let Miss Chamberlain do the Spanish.
Yes, excellent plan.
I love it. Well, one of the things I really do miss about LHS is just walking by, having those glass classroom walls and seeing what is happening inside of a classroom. And I don't get that experience, and our students don't get that experience since they're stuck in their homes. So I thought I would just ask you, what does it look like inside your virtual classroom?
Well, so virtual chemistry is not the same as chemistry. I mean, you can't really light things on fire at your house. Well, you could, but I like to keep that stuff at the fire suppression system location. If I do something wrong in my classroom, it gets taken care of. Here, I lose my house. But the class in general, pretty similar. We're working through the standards that we want to cover, and we're trying to do assignments that are self-guided, self-paced. Things that look a little bit different is the self-pacing is the major piece. Trying to, we have to put due dates in Canvas because it tells us to every time we make an assignment, but we're being very flexible with how and when students do that for our chemistry courses. And we're just trying to give them as much help as we can. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I like the flexibility piece too, because I noticed it's different with different internet connections, when you can do things and when you can do things a whole lot faster. So
Right.
in terms of what you can teach, is that different in the virtual world versus if you were physically in your classroom?
I brought a whiteboard home because, my students probably thought, yes, no more notes from the whiteboard, but I brought it home because I needed to keep this up. And so I'm teaching a lot via video. I'm doing video lectures, trying to keep them as short as possible so people who have to share their computer time with their siblings don't have to fight too much to watch my lecture. But anyway, they get to learn from me that way. And if it doesn't make sense, my goal, and I've been trying to say this as many ways as possible, is for them to reach out to me. So I've used this for Zoom meetings to help people work through some problems, but I'm hoping that people are really open with asking me questions.
I love it. I love how you set that up so they're actually seeing exactly what you're writing down. I think that's really helpful for students. Cool. Now,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know, I share a wall with Miss Bredding, and I know that she does some wild and crazy things inside of that classroom. In fact, I kind of wondered if you would come through that wall one day, and I kind of hoped you would, maybe. What kinds of fun things have you tried to incorporate then into your virtual classroom?
Well, for my applications in chemistry class, as an example, I have a unit right now that they're working on, and they're working on organic chemistry, and part of that is plastics. And there's a really cool screenplay that was written about when plastics first became developed. And in the past, I've had my students pick roles, and we've all done this screenplay together. But because we're not together, I acted out the entire screenplay in video, and I tried to use different voices, and I changed my background to match the scene and all of that. So that was pretty fun for me, and I really hope that my students can nerd out and enjoy that with me. For Chemistry 1, the fun was coming up with kind of virtual ways to do labs, and so they're coming up on a lab for gas laws, where they're going to be working with some simulations online and kind of adjusting a variable and seeing what that does to another variable, and then, you know, graphing that relationship. And while they might not find that fun, I think that the ability to see that relationship and actually measure it and change things in a virtual world, I thought that was pretty cool.
That does sound cool. And I kind of want to see that video of you acting everything out. I think that would be kind of fun. So I think,
well, you'll have to enroll in applications in chemistry.
Maybe I will. So I think because teachers had a couple extra weeks that the students didn't have while we were kind of getting everything prepared, you guys seem to be really getting more into a groove of everything. And I think some of our students are struggling a little bit, trying to figure out what is virtual, how do I do this, how do I do this right? Do you have any tips for them?
Yeah, I would say, well, one, log into all of your classes early in the week so that your teachers know that you're there. Whether you do anything or not, it's going to help us with attendance and making sure that people are at least checking in. Two, you know which classes are more flexible with those due dates and which ones aren't. And if you need to ask your teachers, just send them an email. Ask for help. You know, I'm assigning in chemistry, we're assigning readings, and they're trying to get information into a notes packet and then apply it to activities. And if you don't know what you're doing, ask. Because in class, I can see this panicked look on your face, but I can't see that in a virtual world. So I need you to send me an email or call me or Zoom with me or something so that I know that you need help. And, you know, just, I don't know, it's hard to sit at a computer screen. So take breaks a lot, move as much as possible when you're in this mode. And I mean, do your best, but communication is the biggest thing. If you can communicate with your teachers, you can be successful in this world, and we will do everything we can because we understand this is stressful for everybody, and it's stressful in different ways. And we just want to be here for you and help you relieve your stress, but also hopefully learn some curriculum.
Awesome. Awesome. Is there anything else that you want to share with LHS now that you have their attention?
I just say I miss all of you guys. I want to, man, I don't think I consider myself a hugger, but I feel like when we get back together, I'm going to be hugging everybody. So you just be ready. And while we might not see students the rest of this school year, I sure look forward to seeing you all at hopefully a traditional graduation ceremony for our seniors sometime in the late part of the summer. And for everybody else who's not a senior, please come back and say hi to me next year, including my new students. You know, I don't know you yet, but I really want to. So come say hi to me in the fall when you're coming back to or coming into LHS for the first time. But I really miss all of you, and can't wait for all this to be over. And if you ever need anything, just reach out. Anything, even if you just want to Zoom and cry it out, I'm game.
Awesome, awesome. And just so everyone knows, she's serious about that, because I think that's the thing we're all looking for: that communication, that connecting with someone. Because sometimes just seeing a voice, like, dang, it feels so good to see Miss Redding's face. I miss her. So just seeing that is awesome. So we're here for you, LHS.
I miss you too, Kim.
I know, we should be on our retreat this weekend. Well, thank you for joining us. And as always, LHS, if you have any questions, any concerns, please reach out to your teachers, reach out to admin, reach out to us, your counselors. We're always looking to connect with you guys, and we're here to help. We just need to know what it is you're looking for so we can figure it all out together. Take care, everyone.
Bye, guys.